Hi, Priscilla. I thought maybe this would be a better use of our time, or maybe our only option with the few days that are left with school. And I am assuming the middle schools have special things that you guys do at the end of the year. Um, and I might feel kind of guilty leaving at the end of the day or having my afternoons taken up with finals and things, and students coming in to finish tests and whatnot. So hopefully, this video can maybe accomplish what we would have done in person, anyways. But just a few things, and I'll try not to ramble. That I shared with you in the email. This is our working document we've had in our geometry team for our PLCs. I don't know, probably the last couple years. I feel like we've been picking away at this. But on here, we have all the standards, our priority standards, the sequence that we teach in each semester. It's all hyperlinked and everything's on here. In our PLCs, we've really only been focusing on like the three main subjects, like algebra 1, geometry, and algebra 2. And then once we have these solidified, we are going to branch off into like the informals and enrich. So that's why I don't have like an enriched document like this, but really we follow the same sequence. We just hit those plus standards. But the book that we use, the McGraw-Hill, that has a green cover, follows this almost perfectly, and it hits those plus standards. So in a perfect world, I would teach the book cover to cover. I haven't been able to accomplish that since pre-COVID. Kids are different. We just haven't been able to get the right footing since then, but we're getting closer to that point again. But I think Dale still trudges through it, so I don't know what happens at River versus here, but he seems to be able to get through the entire book. I usually don't make it to circles, but hopefully next year I am able to. Sorry, kind of rambling. Anywho, this is the document we've been working on, but probably what you're more interested in is this website. It comes with our textbook. I know I hooked Carla up on this website with who's ever teaching. I can't remember his name right now, so I'm not sure if she was successful in finding or getting him a login or not, but really this is what would be the most useful to you for sure, since you're kind of starting from scratch. But on here, go to resources, and then you just pick your chapter and then the lesson. So I'll just start with the first one. But there's different leveled worksheets, like if you need an intervention, enrichment, word problems. They're all right here. There's PDFs and Word documents, so you can edit them as well. I'll just pick just the regular worksheet. Maybe not. It doesn't matter. I'll go here. Skills practice. So downloads, and then this just follows exactly what would be in the book. So if you're more of a worksheet person, there's pre-made worksheets. And again, there's different levels of that available to you, and or you can use the book. What else is nice coming from this resources page is there is, sorry if I'm making you sick here, the pre-made lesson. So I already downloaded it. It's right here. But this is a really nice tool as well, since I'm assuming you probably only have one section. You're not going to be wanting to make all different notebooks, but many different things, right? There's a 5-minute check you could start, which goes over the previous lesson. And then this follows perfectly in the order of the book that they would see. So just some examples and so forth, but it really does a nice job of laying out a pre-made lesson for you. The other thing that's really nice, sorry about that, is it has pre-made tests and quizzes. So if you go down to assess the chapter, they have lesson. So there's like a mid-chapter quiz. So like if you do it like halfway through the chapter, or there's like these lesson quizzes that only go over like 2 sections. So if you wanted to see where your kids are at just partway through, or if they're understanding the material, there's these lesson checks. And then there's many different forms of the test. I think there's typically about 5, and they get increasingly more difficult. So the first form here, probably Form 1 or Form A. I can't remember if they use numbers or letters. Form 1. Form 1 would be your easiest test. It's all multiple choice. And the questions are typically very straightforward. And obviously, depending on your crew, you can kind of tailor it to them. If you have a really strong crew, you could pick a more challenging test. They eventually get to just short answer, or again, you could just get rid of the multiple choice portion as well. But like a form 3 here, there's no multiple choice, and the questions are a little bit more like level 3 thinking, or just a little bit deeper thinking than the ones on the first form. I really use this site all the time. I use a combination of book problems and these worksheets. It just kind of depends on what's happening in the class or what kind of kids I have. But really, this website has been my main source of, I don't know, where I look for problems and for resources. I do supplement with some of my own stuff I've made or things I've done in the past. But if you could talk to Carla and see what she did, or I think years ago when I started teaching this class, it was Lorraine O'Shea who got me the login. I'm not sure if that's still a part of her job description or not, but you can maybe reach out to Carla. Let me know if you have any other questions or if this wasn't really what you were hoping to get out of our meeting. I'm just not sure with the limited days left of school that in-person meeting is feasible. But I'll stop rambling here. Feel free to email me with any questions that you have. And I hope you guys have a really successful, fun end of the year at South. And we'll talk to you soon.